Okay, week 12 coding assignment. So we'll start with step two, which began with us creating a method that would take two integers, and if they were both positive, more than zero, they would be added together, else otherwise it would throw an exception. So we see we have this here, is this if function, and we get our method that returns the result of a plus b if both are greater than zero. So we come out here to assert that two positive numbers are added correctly. Before the first step was before we use the arguments up here, we use these variables to run the test. It worked, but now we'll use the pass through the three variables into A and B and expect it. And we'll keep the Boolean on. And we up here, we're going to bring in the arguments from the static stream. So as you can see here, the first example is 2, 4, 6. Since 2 and 4 are both positive, we get 6 and false. Now, if we run the test, you can see that the first and fifth argument work because they're both positive. Now, the ones that have an incorrect or non-valid positive, whether it's zero or negative number, I tried a few different things in the expected class to see which one returned. None of them could. So you can see they all failed the J-test, which is expected, but it means the test probably needs to be rewritten to account for bad characters. And we also have for step two, assert that the pairs added correctly. And we can see here that both have passed correctly. So if we go to step three, which was create your own method and then test it. So I just went with something simple. It's going to turn a string and we're going to pass through an integer. So basically, it's going to tell us whether the integer that we pass through is odd or even. Pretty simple. Quick if function here, return if, return even, else return odd. So here we have assert odd even numbers correct. So integer of 5. So and the expected string is odd. So we have string actual equals test demo given. Assert the actual equals equal to expected. So we can see that that works correctly, but let's say if we change this to 4. We can now see that it's failed, exception is thrown, or if we go back, change this back to 5, but we change our expected now to even. We can still see that it's incorrect or it's causing an exception. So you just go back to 4, run it again, and we can see that everything works out fine. Now, step 4, we have our get random. So here we have the get random int. We're going to use that to random number squared. So we're going to integer random. It's going to call on that method and it's going to return just random times random. And you can see here that we're Mockito using this by demo and do return 5 when mock demo. Int 5 squared equals mock demo random number squared. Assert that 5 squared is equal to 25. And we can see that that all ran correctly.